Welcome to the next episode of VCF Breakroom Chats. I am Sehjung Ha, a product marketing engineer at Broadcom. In this series, we bring Broadcom experts to discuss VMware Cloud Foundation and speak about industry topics that can help you in your daily work. Today, I'm excited to talk to Kamesh. Kamesh is in product management at Broadcom and will discuss the new VCF 9.0 improvements for operations management.
Thank you, Sehjung. It's a pleasure being here and to talk about VCF and all the cool things that we are doing on it.
Great. Yeah, it's exciting that VCF 9.0 is out, and now we can talk a, a lot about the new capabilities that improve operating a private cloud. So what has changed in operations in VCF 9.0 versus VCF 5.x?
There's been a lot of fundamental changes that has happened, right? And for good. For example, historically, operations has been a mechanism in which you read data and it was doing the operations capability. Now we've also evolved into a management capability, right? So everything from fleet management, handling a private cloud at scale globally, that has become a part of capability of that. This also includes build, which is the lifecycle management. So build, manage, and operate are all come together as part of VCF operation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then there's this new concept of fleet management. Can you tell us a little bit about fleet management?
Yeah, so before I get into fleet management, let me give you some context, right? So historically, if you look at VMware used to have several different products. We had five different operations product, like ARIA operations, ARIA logs, ARIA networking, Scalin Advisor, Scalin health diagnostics. Several of these products came together to form the operations. The same way when you look at management, we had two different products for lifecycle management, ARIA LCM and STDC management. In addition to that, we had pretty much all the different components had their own set of managed capability. We convert several of these together. The same thing with our security operations, right? We had security capability across different things which all came together. So when you look at VCF operations 9.x, you're basically looking at all these things coming together as one integrated capability and to provide value for the customers. If we look at management, the fleet management specifically, everything from single sign-on, identity and access management, certificate management, password management, tags, config drift, centralized policy, all of them are coming together. Let me give you a couple of specific examples, right? The most significant feedback that we have got from customers on this has been about the centralized password and certificate management. Historically, customers had to go into multiple different components and look at that whether you want to update or rotate or automate any of these capabilities. Now it's available in one single place for the entire private cloud. To put things in perspective, it has saved customers tremendous amount of times. One of the customers even came back and said that it has saved as much as 20 percentage of their time by just going through the process of automating that we provide in fleet management.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's nice that there's this new concept of fleet management, and it's, helping people scale their infrastructure, and kind of like how people think about fleets in terms of whether it's airplanes or trucks or other things that are in a fleet. So that's a huge improvement. What about how has operations management improved from what was available, for our customers before who might have had ARIA operations or vRealize operations? What's different on that aspect?
Um, ARIA operations is the foundation layer on which we have built out on the VCF operations, right? So from a customer perspective, it is a one-click upgrade to go into VCF operations. But when they come into that, they see all these different capabilities. If you look from just the core operations capability, um, at when we were ARIA operations, we were addressing a different market segment by doing a full stack, and there were a lot of different things. For example, we were supporting a SaaS-based solution. We were going after. We were also supporting multi-cloud, and there were different components, like a specialized one for metrics, a specialized one for logs, a different one for networks, and things like that. As we came into VCF operations 9.0, what we did was that what we call as the MELT CF, metrics, events, logs, trace, config, and flows. That's the pathway for us to actually converge. So metrics came the the component technology came from ARIA operations, events and logs, the log insight or the ARIA logs capability came into the mix. Flows came from ARIA networks, and config was built out as part of the new fleet management capability. So several of these technologies converge together into a single data lake. So when you look at it across the different stack, right, whether you are just an infrastructure admin or you're looking at a cloud admin, you're able to look at all of them together. Even if you're a platform admin and looking at modern infrastructure like containers, it's natively available as part of the product. You look at up the stack in terms of and look at saying that, hey, how do I actually address application operations and observability? The full stack observability is a native capability built into the product. So respective of the persona that who's actually using it, the ability to get all the relevant information across an operations use case is available in it. And as we look into the details of it, a lot of this, because we are heavily focused on VCF, a lot of the information is pre-curated and available in get-go. So from a customer value perspective, when they just upgrade from ARIA to VCF operations, the full stack of VCF operations is, or the operating of VCF from a private cloud perspective is available on day zero. We are going with a lot of curated information, out of the box information, so customers don't have to spend time in building those things or customizing those things. Sure, we still do have all the the bells and whistles that we used to have for customers to actually go ahead and create custom dashboards and custom alerts and integrate into third-party components and stuff like that. All those things exist. When you talk about third-party components, right? We have gone and invested in three different things. One is all our APIs are now public and open API format. We are investing in SDKs and we're continuing to expand that out and make it available to all the customers. The number three is the no code builder. This has been a fundamental shift in our strategy in terms of how we integrate. So any customer who doesn't want to write code can build an integration as long as they know the HTTPS endpoint to which they need to collect the data from. So we have had customers build out an entire integration in less than 40 minutes, right? Not every customer can do it in 40 minutes. They will take few hours, but it doesn't require an integration to go on for days and weeks. So there are fundamental shift in technology that we are addressing, and as we bring all these capabilities together.
Also see, like, in terms of the infrastructure, like how is infrastructure more secure with VCF 9.0?
Yeah, so VCF is secure by nature. We have not really expanded out and shared this information in the past, right? So if you look at it, everything from ESX to NSX, there have been a lot of secure capabilities that we have been building out. What we did with VCF 9.0 is that the security view of the entire VCF is available. So the SecOps dashboard is something that we built out for the first time. The same way, if you look at forensics, hey, something happened, 2 days back or 1 week back. What was the config state of the entire system at that time? So we have built out forensic capabilities. There's also the auditability to say, hey, what happened from an user perspective over time? What happened from an infrastructure perspective over time? Those have been built in as well. So several different security capabilities that was there in different products, we got all of them together and we started building more and more of those capability. So just to be super clear, right, we are enabling the operations team to be aware of the security. So this is this enables the infrastructure team and the cloud team to be able to talk to the security team in a language that they both can understand each other.
Cool. That's great. So yeah, thanks, Kamesh. There's a lot of improvements in fleet management, operations, and SecOps, as well as the easy ability to bring in your own third party without any code. And it's definitely going to be a lot of something, improvements that customers will look forward to with VCF 9.0. And, also I know we have a lot of content like our hands-on labs where customers can go to that straight from the VCF operations website on VMware.com, and they can get some hands-on experience. And the direct link is right there. And, I think with that, we're going to come to a close of this episode. And thanks so much for joining with me today, Kamesh.
Thank you, Sehjung. Appreciate this.
Thank you.